everyone, Code to Crack is back again with another video, and in this video we will be discussing about 5 most important things that you should know before starting a C programming language. Before getting into C, let's discuss what is a programming language. A programming language is a set of rules that provides a way of telling a computer what operations to perform. The second point is, a programming language is a set of rules for communicating an algorithm. What is an algorithm? It is a process or set of rules that must be followed in problem-solving operations. Third point is, it provides a linguistic framework for describing computations. Some of the simple examples of programming languages are C, C++, Java, and Python. Now let's have a look on different types of programming languages. There are 4 different types of programming languages. They are, first one is procedural programming language, second one is functional programming language, third one is object-oriented programming language, and the fourth one is scripting programming language. Rather than having a descriptive discussion on these programming languages, let's move on to C. Now let's have a brief discussion on history of C. In early 1960s, ALGOL was first introduced. It is a root of all modern languages. ALGOL was first computer language to use a block structure. It never became popular in USA, but in Europe it was widely used. In 1967, Martin Richards developed a language called BCPL, Basic Combined Program Language, primarily used for writing softwares, system softwares. And moving ahead, in 1970, Ken Thompson created a language using many features of BCPL and called it B. B was used to create early versions of Unix operating system. Then C was evolved from ALGOL, BCPL and B by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories in 1972. C has many concepts from these languages and added the concept of data types and other powerful features. C had evolved into what is known as traditional C. The language became more popular after publication of the book The C Programming Language by Brian Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie in 1978. The book became so popular that the language came to be known as K&R-C. In 1989, Technical Committee was appointed by American National Standard Institute to define a standard of C. The committee approved a version of C in December 1989, which is now known as ANSI. Then in 1990, it was approved by the International Standards Organization. This version is also referred as C89. Although C++, Java were evolved out of C, but by time they have been evolved, enhanced, and some more features were added into it. So standardization committee felt that a few features of C++ and Java could be added to C as well, which would enhance the usefulness of C. And the result was the 1999 standard for C, which is referred as C99. Now let's discuss what are the importance of C. C is a robust language. Its rich set of built-in functions and operators can be used to write any complex program. Programs written in C are efficient and fast. C is highly portable. That means C program written for one computer can be run on another computer with little or no modifications. Another important feature is its ability to extend itself. That means it has a collection of functions that are supported by C library, and we can add a number of functions according to us into C library, and the availability of large number of functions makes the execution of the program simple. Now let's have a look on some of the basic structures of C program. The first thing is documentation section. What is this documentation section? It is a set of comment lines where you can write the name of the program, name of the author, or any other details. But remember one thing, whatever you write here, it won't appear in the output of your program and it won't alter your output. The next thing that you see is link section. It provides instruction to the compiler to link functions from system library. Next is definition section. This section defines all the symbolic constants. For example, hashtag define pi 3.14. This means that you are defining the value of pi, that is 3.14, and this will be applied for all the functions. Global declaration section. What is this global declaration section? In this section, all those variables that are going to be used in more than one function are declared here, and it is known as global declaration variables. The next is main function section. Every C program must have at least one main section, and one main section have two parts. First one is declaration part and the second one is executable part. These two parts must appear between the opening and the closing braces. And remember one thing, in this declaration part, you are writing the variables that are going to be used under this main function, under this particular main function. And in this executable part, you are writing the programs that are going to instruct the computer for executing a particular task. And the last point that we are going to discuss is executing a C program. Executing a C program involves a series of steps. First one is creating the program. First we need to create a program. The next thing, we need to compile the program. The next point is linking the programs with functions that are needed from the C library. And the last point is executing the program.